Picture this. It's the final desperate days of World War II. The skies over Europe are a chaotic battleground. Propeller planes like the Spitfire and the P-51 Mustang are locked in deadly dogfights. Then, out of nowhere, something utterly alien screams across the sky. It moves with no propeller, faster than anything the Allied pilots have ever seen. It looks like it's from the future. This wasn't science fiction, this was the Messerschmitt M. E-262, the world's first operational jet fighter. And it was a terrifying secret weapon unleashed by Nazi Germany. The story of the ME-262 is a wild mix of genius engineering and the twisted priorities of a failing regime. Development on jet engines had actually started in Germany way back in the late 1930s. The engineers knew they were onto something revolutionary. A plane powered by a jet engine could fly higher, faster, and climb quicker than any piston engine aircraft. By 1943, the ME-262 prototypes were showing incredible promise, hitting speeds over 540 miles per hour. To put that in perspective, the fastest Allied fighters were struggling to break 450 mm/h. This thing was a quantum leap forward. So if it was so advanced, why didn't it win the war for Germany? Well, this is where the story takes a turn. The ME-262 was a masterpiece of technology, but it was born into a nightmare of mismanagement. The jet engines, the Junkers Jumo 004s, were groundbreaking but also incredibly unreliable. They were made with lower quality materials because of wartime shortages, and their operational lifespan was a pathetic 10 to 25 hours. Sometimes they'd just flame out or even explode mid-flight. The plane also faced constant fuel shortages and was a sitting duck during its long takeoff and landing runs. But the biggest obstacle was Adolf Hitler himself. The German High Command, the Luftwaffe, saw the ME-262 for what it was: a superior fighter, an interceptor that could decimate the Allied bomber fleets that were leveling German cities. But Hitler, obsessed with vengeance and offensive weapons, famously demanded that this incredible new fighter be converted into a Blitz bomber, a super-fast bomber. It was a terrible decision. The plane was ill-suited for bombing. It was too fast for accurate aiming, and carrying bombs made it sluggish, negating its speed advantage. This interference caused critical delays and wasted precious resources. By the time the ME-262 was finally deployed in significant numbers as a fighter in late 1944, it was too little, too late. The Allies had air superiority, thousands of planes and experienced pilots. While an ME-262 was almost untouchable in the hands of a veteran pilot, there just weren't enough of them. Allied pilots quickly learned to attack them on the ground or during takeoff and landing. Still, when they did get into the air, they were lethal, with a kill ratio of nearly 4-to-1. One German ace, Heinz Baer, shot down 16 Allied planes while flying the jet. The ME-262 was a glimpse into the future of aviation, a machine that was years, maybe even a decade ahead of its time. When the war ended, the Allies scrambled to capture this futuristic technology. The Americans, the British, and the Soviets all studied the ME-262, and its design directly influenced the next generation of jet fighters, like the American F-86 Sabre and the Soviet MiG-15. So, while it failed to change the outcome of the war, this Nazi superweapon became the blueprint for the jet age, forever changing the sky above us. Now you know. Smart history for dumb times. If you like this content, like, share, and subscribe.